currently an Executive Counsel in the Global Employment Law team at Herbert Smith Freehills. In the year that I did the program, which was 2011, it was prior to our merger with Herbert Smith. And at that time, the year I did the program coincided with my appointment to lead a team and to grow a team of lawyers focused on Asian employment law. So the Leaders Program, I guess, influenced my outlook on my career at the same time that a significant development was happening in my career. And it was fantastic to be supported by a group of really intelligent and ambitious people in the cohort in my leadership team. My Asialink Workplace project centred around the launch of the then Freehills Asia Employment Law Guide. It was in its third edition at that time, but the first two editions we'd sort of sent out to clients without much fanfare. So my workplace project involved organising launch events for the guide in 3 different places. We had events in Melbourne, Sydney and Singapore, and we invited a range of clients, in-house counsel and regional HR managers with a responsibility for Asian employment law issues. The launch events involved a presentation by members of my team on current developments in Asian employment law, and they were very, very well received. I'm pleased to say that a number of years down the track, we're currently preparing for the 7th edition of the Herbert Smith Freehills Asian Employment Law Guide, and next year we will have launch events in Melbourne, Sydney, Singapore, Beijing, Shanghai, Paris and London. I would say to anyone who's considering joining the Leaders Program that if you're someone who's interested in learning about the relationships between Asia and Australia from a wide variety of different perspectives, and if you're keen to meet a really great bunch of people, then you should go for it.
Currently I'm a trade advisor with the Australian Trade Commission, Austrade, otherwise known as Austrade. Austrade is charged with promoting Australia's trade, investment, tertiary education and tourism interests internationally. We have over 82 offices in 48 markets, and a significant number of those are currently in Asia. I guess the Leaders Program changed my outlook in terms of understanding of Asia. It's taken me outside my comfort zone, far beyond, I guess, my immediate experience and understanding, and really allowed me to have a more nuanced conversation with potential investors, with overseas buyers, as well as with our posts offshore. It's allowed me to understand what's being said between the lines, but also what's not being said, and I think that's really, really important. The Leaders Program has also, I guess, encouraged me to pursue a career offshore through our overseas posts and really engage at a deeper level with Asia. My Asialink Workplace project involved a secondment to the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet, and I was on a task force working on the Australia in the Asian Century White Paper. This involved specifically looking at a policy framework for looking at how Australian businesses can engage more collaboratively through business models as well as through global value chains. The Asialink project itself was looking at how to take that policy framework and make it tangible and understandable for everyday business. And this was delivered through the organisation and planning of a trade mission to Indonesia, specifically targeting the troubled automotive and manufacturing sector in Australia. I can now report that this was quite a successful trade mission, to the extent that we were able to encourage a reciprocal inbound Indonesian trade mission to Australia in May. And that has really sort of developed, I guess, the trade and investment relationship between these two countries.
I'm a co-founder and co-CEO of HealthKit, which is a global platform for doctors and patients across the world, helping practitioners manage their practice and patients manage their health, and using the data behind that for clinical and medical research. When I did the Leaders Program, we were going through a series of changes in the business and looking to expand further across the globe, but with a particular focus in Asia. So it gave a great framework to understand the challenges, but also the opportunities in Asia and how we could best address those, particularly across political, cultural, economic domains. And what the program really gave was a great outlook and framework, and a really practical toolkit to work through those opportunities and in the day-to-day business that I was doing. So in my Asialink Workplace project, I looked at mental health issues in Asia, but with a particular focus on online consultations, which is the provision of health treatment using the internet, and specifically around how that could help patient health outcomes and benefit patients and practitioners across Asia. Rather than looking at the technology specifically, what I looked at were more so the cultural and health implications. For example, how mental health may have a certain stigma in certain areas or cultures and with different ages across the Asian network as well. So it gave a really good platform and set of understanding for us as a business to develop that product and really further and build that into the Asian network. There's no doubt that the Leaders Program is the best program if you're looking to start, develop or further a career in Asia. And that's across all domains, be it in business, trade, politics, the arts or anything else. It attracts the best and brightest minds with a common understanding and passion for furthering development and relationships across Asia. So it's a real melting pot of ideas with people from diverse, different backgrounds with a real common interest in really pursuing further advancement in their career in the Asian network.